Nice butt cheeks. Wow, that music brings back some memories and some feelings. I've been interested to know how they're going to handle this.
It seemed that link space wasn't going to be the easy route Leet thought it was. The system had been abandoned, but they'd had the wherewithal to leave a firewall. I had to find a way through.
So far, it looks pretty good. I mean, I know it's been updated in 3D, but they've kind of kept a similar feeling to the original game.
The data was fragmented.
I'm guessing this is the firewall, and that must be Minus.
The firewall program kept unwanted traffic from progressing to Minos.
I'm glad that, well, I say death doesn't instantly kick us out of link space. So in the first game we had access to tools, and they kind of relied on whose IDs we were using at the time.
OmniGaffer repairs firewall damage to network structure. Download complete.
And these are unique to link space itself.
An encrypted data store.
Extinguisher temporarily overrides firewall programs for access to mainframe. Download complete.
Seemed like just the thing to deal with the firewall.
As much as this is convenient, I just don't think it's going to work straight away. Considering that we have all of this to explore.
Relaxing security protocols.
The program did the trick.
Override shutdown. Virus detected.
Or so I thought.
Now this symbol looks like the old security symbol from Beneath a Steel Sky. And I distinctly remember a chessboard in the original Link Space 2. But I don't remember a green blob. I wonder if the virus that was mentioned is the Helix virus. Something we unleashed on Link Space late into the first game.
Something told me I was being watched.
And I believe this, if I remember correctly, is called the Sentinel. I could be wrong, but this is the security system for Link Space. I'm guessing that if we pass over these grey squares here, let's have a test of this. Yes, we get evaporated. Is that the correct word? Now that tool there looks pretty familiar.
Blindfold counter-intrusion countermeasure. The author does not accept liability for brain damage.
The blind program was a short-lived but powerful tool for sneaking through security.
We had to use it once in the first game, and it was pretty limited in its time, as we had to rush around to make use of it. So I'm guessing it will have the same effect here.
The virus was slowly chewing through the data in the area.
We don't actually have anything to deal with it at the moment. Okay, let's see how long this blindfold lasts for.
With the eye blinded, I I didn't need to worry about it frying my brain.
Oh, this is good. I couldn't actually pull Foster away from that movement. Thankfully, it was short-lived.
Quick Decrypt, a decryption routine for all standard UCSI coded files. Download complete.
I wasn't sure what I'd use it for, but I didn't want to leave it behind.
There is that safe down there that needs decrypting, and this is another tool from the first game. That's still blinded. Now this looks familiar.
Divine Wrath will destroy instances of the Helix virus. Warning, data will be unrecoverable. Download complete.
The Helix virus sounded familiar for some reason.
Oh, it's still blind. That's okay. They are pretty generous with the timing.
With the virus expunged from link space, I hoped I'd be able to get into Minos.
That wasn't too bad. Yes, they're definitely more generous with the time of the blindfolds in this game.
The decryption program seemed to do the trick. The data had downloaded, probably via my port to Leet's terminal.
Whoa! What was that? That was the old Foster.
Relaxing security protocols. Firewall shutdown complete.
The firewall was down. I could access Minos.
So this is Minos. It definitely does not look as fun as Link Space.
Accessing archived data.
There appeared to be a recording on the data I'd picked up.
Error. Unknown biological agent in core. Intruder detected. Overman chamber. Biomatrix replacement confirmed. Error. 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 Deleting file. Overman.brain. Deleting file. Link control.brain. Upload file. Joey.awesome.
Link was going to replace my father's dying brain with mine. If Joey hadn't sat in that chair, it would have gotten me too.
Converting to Minos data. Please wait. Compatible program found. Retro Fashion Boutique. Order submitted.
Wait, Retro Fashion Boutique?
Accessing archived data.
There appeared to be a recording on the data I'd picked up.
Error. Unknown biological agent in core.
Okay, using that item on this converter.exe played the exact same sequence as before, and it's unskippable. So I've skipped it for you. Hi there, Greta.
Hello?
Good evening. I am the Greta AI system in charge of this Minos channel. How can I help you today?
I'm looking for the ID data center. Am I in the right place?
Indeed you are. Citizen identification is under my jurisdiction. Are you having an issue with ID privileges?
Can you access some specific citizens? I need to check out the programs running on their IDs.
That's easily done. Who would you like to check?
Check Graham Grundy and Elliot Richardson.
Retrieving.
Excellent. Can we delete the programs that are running here?
No problem at all. That will of course require administrator approval. Would you like one summoned?
No, that's okay.
Administrator cancelled.
But I can move programs between users.
That's right. Ancillary AI systems like yourself do have move access, but no delete or create commands.
That gives me something to work with at least. Thanks, Greta.
Happy to help.
My avatar was overloaded with the program data. I doubted the smaller ones could support the larger. I needed to arrange them in size order.
Oh, lovely. Mini games.
Greta, you got a minute?
How can I help you?
So, what am I looking at here?
The ID data center is responsible for storing all information on UChip ID usage. Programs attached to an individual's ID can be modified and moved around. But creation and deletion of those is outside the scope of my AI.
So what do these programs do?
Oh, all sorts of things. Usually correcting erroneous data or flagging them for other ministries. The programs can be moved between citizens of interest, depending on current requirements. Requesting new programs or deleting them are actions restricted to administrators.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Greta, AI number 96. I am currently running interface General Response Engine, Technical Assistant. My equivalent citizen ID is 5262-62627-2.
You have a citizen ID?
Yes, an equivalent citizen ID is required to use the Minos Mail Communication Network.
Bye.
I hope you found my cooperation satisfactory.
Okay, let's do this. Now, it doesn't seem apparent right now. But we can also use Greta as well. Now these aren't too hard to do. It's just a lot of messing around. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do this optimally, but I'll do it my way. Where you going, Graham? Yeah, it's quite deceiving that they don't make you aware that you can use Greta straight from the start.
I'd removed all the programs running on Leets and my own ID. Command. Save changes.
Changes saved. Beginning propagation to external servers.
So you're saying Agio City isn't real?
But all the adverts and tourist boards, a total lie. It's being plundered by the council, like a piñata at a kid's party.
Hey, look who's waking up.
Joey?
Check out my new threads.
But... how?
This weird guy fixed me.
Yeah, I went through your bag while you were asleep. Found my old cleaver in there as well. Thank you. But never mind that. I was monitoring your progress while you were in there. Looks like you nailed both our data problems.
So my ID should be cleared then?
Your ID. My access to Minos. Result.
I thought you said Link Space was empty. It had a major virus.
The Helix virus? That's still going? Glad I didn't have to deal with that.
Late!
1 second, Poppy.
Hey, where's her Bilby?
Shh. I got the Bilby away from her while you were in Link Space. Managed to slip it into your purse without her noticing. Dump it in the incinerator when you leave.
It's not a purse. It's a satchel.
Well, Joey's back. That's quite surprising and good.
When I go, is Poppy going to be okay?
After what you just did in Link Space? Absolutely. Anyway, I've had enough of this city. I've been planning my exit strategy for months. Just a few hours' time, I'm heading out of this happy cesspool of fake smiles, spankles, and secrets.
Late!
And I'm taking Poppy with me. Get her back to her family in the Gap.
Take her out of the city? How?
I think I figured out a way to slip a U-chip past the system. It's a little bit of genius. It's all about the kudos.
You think it'll get her through the city gates?
I'm still working on it. But if I'm right, which I always am, I'll get her anywhere.
Late, late, late! Ha ha ha!
If she can shut up for 5 minutes.
What were you and Joey talking about as I was waking up?
Foster, you should hear this guy. He's a proper nut job.
Says the droid with a god complex.
That's not a complex. I am a god. Anyway, ask him about some of his theories. They are wildly entertaining. And by entertaining, I of course mean fascinating and informative.
Okay. Theory of evolution. What is all that about? Where's the controlled experiment, right? Duh.
Any other conspiracy theories?
The only way magenta can exist as a color is if rainbows are actually rain tubes. Think about it.
Any other conspiracy theories?
Tell him the one about the Minister of Aspiration.
Well, I'm not saying conclusively that she's a reverse vampire. But duh, you only ever see her in public during the day.
Any other conspiracy theories?
Well, you know how everyone thinks the Earth is just a flat disk?
Sure. Day one of elementary school.
Well, listen to this. Globe. Boom!
That's insane.
This guy is clearly nuts.
What's the story on that distillery out there?
The moonshine still? That's Jimmy's.
What's the moonshine made of?
Out-of-date spankles.
Sounds dangerous.
You're not kidding. It's practically weapons grade.
Boy, seeing all this old tech takes me back.
Haha! Still the best, isn't it? I mean, sure. Reboots are fine, but they're never a patch on the original.
Amen to that. Surely there can't be much call for old robot parts.
Listen, I don't judge you.
Hey, I'm not judging. My pockets are stuffed full of crap. Did I hear you say Agio City?
Don't get me started. When I found out about Agio City, that was the last straw.
What happened?
You've seen the land trains. They're coming directly from Asio City. Or what's left of it.
What do you mean?
We destroyed it. An entire metropolis converted to scrap. And the people forced into the gap.
That's terrible.
All while the people of Union City get fat off its remains. And the Council call them our allies.
I think it's time that we took down the Council.
So my ID is now clear? No blockers?
No blockers. I hope you know what you're doing, by the way. Graham wanted his emails hidden for a reason. Of course, I can't patch his 2-week absence. But you should be fine so long as you don't meet anyone from Well-being.
Does Mentor Alonso count?
Yep.
Oh dear.
Any other things I should be worried about on my ID?
Only that you're about a foot taller than the original Graham Grundy. By the way, how the hell did his ID end up in you anyway? That's deep core stuff.
It was transferred into my U-chip by a hacker in the Gap.
Impressive. How long has this dude been a hacker?
Not that long, I guess. She can't be more than 14.
Oh.
Good luck, and thanks.
Same to you. By the way, you never told me your name.
Foster. Robert Foster.
Drone. Joey Drone.
I don't expect I'll see the two of you again.
Everything I'd learned from Leet made me wonder. Maybe all along, Graham was one of the good guys. At least now, with the data blocker removed from his ID, I'd be able to look deeper into his life.
Hey, Foster, where are we dropping?
Back to Graham's apartment for some good old-fashioned detective work.
Lead the way.
Graham's data was now unblocked. I hoped that would help me move forward.
Hi Joey, welcome back. I hope that he lasts a bit longer this time.
So Leet gave you a new shell?
Sure did.
And what can it do?
I don't quite know yet, but it beats hanging out at the bottom of your dusty man purse.
It's a satchel.
It's certainly looking a bit more durable than the last shell.
I managed to remove a data blocker from Graham's ID.
Well done, Foster. Think you'll find out more information on Milo?
I hope so. I should start by seeing if I can access more of his personal data.
Well then, let's go.
What do you think of Leet?
He brought me back to life, so I quite like him. Although his dressing gown's a little loose.
I hadn't noticed. Did Leet do anything while I was in the chair?
Not that I was around for. As soon as he had me to talk to, he seemed pretty occupied.
I know the feeling. Do you think Poppy will be okay?
I hope so. This place isn't exactly a daycare center.
Bye, Joey.
What? I thought I was following you.
No, I mean... Never mind. Poppy? Bye, Poppy.
Bye-bye.
Good look out there, Poppy and Leet. We could throw this Bilby down to the furnace, or we could give it back to Songbird. I'm going to give it back to Songbird for various reasons, and I will probably show off various reasons why I shouldn't in a separate video. I don't want to spoil anything at the moment. I don't know a lot of the storyline, but one thing has been spoilt to me. Oh, it seems like Jimmy is still unconscious.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
Take me to my apartment.
Certainly, Citizen Graham.
Excuse me, Songbird?
Oh, you're back. I see you've changed. Good idea. You looked like a Gaplander.
That's all for now.
Yeah, bye. Ahem.
I'll give you a hum in a minute.
I think this is yours.
Where'd you get that? Give him here. What did Nasty Graham do to you?
Just borrowed him, far as I can tell. Kid took good care of him.
Kid? What kid?
Little girl called Poppy. Runaway. Graham loaned her Bartleby so she wouldn't be scared.
It was my engagement gift, you know. Lot of memories.
Songbird's tone of voice appeared to soften just for a moment. I'm sure he didn't mean to upset you.
Anyway, leave me alone, will you? I have things I need to get on with.